In travel news, for July 26, 2023, we talk about a new tourist visa for travelers to Europe in 2024. Amsterdam plans to move cruise lines out of the city, and wildfires force evacuations and impact travel in Sicily. But before we begin, I'm Brandon with the Adept Traveler, a travel agency that makes travel so easy. Even a blind person can do it. And now, today in travel. For many travelers in the United States, Europe has always been a dream destination, with its rich history, diverse cultures, and breathtaking landscapes. But starting next year, travel to Europe for most travelers from the US will become slightly more intricate and costly as new visa requirements kick in. Currently, travelers from the United States can visit many European Union countries without previous permission. This ease of movement is due to shift once a new rule comes into effect. The EU has introduced a requirement for U.S. travelers, as well as those from over 60 other countries, to apply for a European Travel Information and Authorization System visa before embarking on their journey. The European Travel Information and Authorization System visa is not a physical document. It's linked electronically to the traveler's passport. This rule will begin to apply starting in 2024. It's similar to the systems that have already been in place for many countries, including the United States. The European Travel Information and Authorization System is basically a necessity for those from visa-exempt nations who plan on traveling to any of the 30 European countries. This entry requirement is exclusively for short-term stays, allowing up to 90 days of stay in any 180-day period. The EU's new regulation focuses on making short-term travel secure and regulated. If you're wondering about how to apply for a European Travel Information and Authorization System visa, worry not. Starting next year, the EU will provide applications through an official website and a mobile app. You just need to provide your passport information or any other travel document where a visa can be attached. Minors can have their parents or guardians apply for them. The visa stays valid for 3 years or till the linked passport expires, whichever occurs first. So, if you're a frequent visitor to Europe, the European Travel Information and Authorization System visa is indeed a convenient option. It comes with a small processing fee of €7, which is approximately $7.74 US. But those under 18 or over 70 can apply for free. The EU assures that the visa application should be received within minutes for most applicants, although it could take up to 30 days. So it's a good idea to apply well before your trip. In fact, it's strongly suggested that you should get your visa approval before purchasing flights or booking hotel stays. And just a reminder for U.S. travelers to Europe, even with a valid European Travel Information and Authorization System visa, your entry into the country is not guaranteed. Travelers will still need to pass through the usual border checks on arrival. The city of Amsterdam in the Netherlands has long been a beloved destination for travelers worldwide. But the city's latest move to shift its cruise terminal away from its heart might give some travelers something to think about. Like many of Europe's enchanting cities, including Rome, Venice, and Paris, the Dutch capital is grappling with a surge in visitor numbers following the pandemic-induced lockdowns. The city council recently voted to move the cruise terminal farther from its existing location near the central rail station. They are now figuring out how to put this plan into action. The leader of the D66 party in Amsterdam shared that the municipal executive of Amsterdam is now going to work on how to implement it. So, for those who dreamt of stepping off a large cruise ship right into the city center of Amsterdam, this might be a disappointment. The director of Cruise Port Amsterdam, the organization operating the terminal, confirmed the decision and stated that the terminal is not closing immediately. They are waiting for the municipality's next move on the matter. The Amsterdam terminal expects 114 ships to stop there this year and 130 next year. This drastic step, a part of Amsterdam's strategy to lessen the impact of tourism, the city has taken several measures in the past, such as banning people from smoking marijuana in the narrow streets of its famous red light district and proposing to shift many of the windows where scantily clad ladies stand out of the city center. Earlier this year, Amsterdam even launched a campaign named Stay Away to fight against nuisance tourism. The message is clear. While visitors are welcome, those causing a ruckus are better off staying away. The move to ban cruise ships aligns more with the city's sustainable ambitions. The cruise ships sailing into Amsterdam are considered a polluting element, not matching with the city's eco-friendly goals. Moreover, these towering ships hinder the construction of a second bridge over the waterway, linking the city with its rapidly expanding northern suburbs. But cruise ships aren't the only mode of transportation that Amsterdam is aiming to regulate. The national government is also planning to cut down on the number of flights at Schiphol Airport, the bustling aviation hub that serves the city. Amsterdam is striving for a balance between welcoming travelers and maintaining its quaint charm and sustainability goals. As responsible travelers, we must respect and support these measures. Always remember, we travel to enrich, not to exploit. With scorching temperatures in southern Europe sparking wildfires, travel plans in Italy, specifically on the island of Sicily, have been greatly affected. Travelers, as well as local residents, have been forced to evacuate due to these fast-spreading fires fueled by strong winds and arid conditions. Fires across the island have caused considerable disruptions, particularly in public transportation. Palermo Airport, the gateway to the island's capital, had to halt operations early Tuesday morning due to nearby fires. Although the airport has resumed service, fires persist in other parts of Sicily, including the renowned archaeological park of Segesta. If you're a history enthusiast, you might be familiar with Segesta, home to some of Italy's most essential ancient buildings, including the Doric Temple dating back to the 5th century BCE. This park suffered considerable damage as it was engulfed in flames. As the temperatures continue to rise in Sicily, edging towards the European record set on the island 2 years ago, wildfires rage across cities such as Palermo, Catania, and Messina. Sadly, these fires have already claimed the lives of 3 people near Palermo. As the situation unfolds, the president of Sicily dubbed this fiery Tuesday as one of the most difficult days in decades. Local citizens have taken to social media to shed light on the disaster, sharing their experiences and concerns. Firefighters on the island were kept busy, dealing with 650 fires in a single day. Resorts and hotels near Trapani on the island's west coast, as well as resorts to the north near Catania, have been evacuated as a safety measure. Palermo's Falcone Borsellino Airport had to halt air traffic temporarily due to a wildfire, which also caused road and rail disruptions in the surrounding area. Catania Airport had also been closed last week due to a fire and has only partially reopened. These disruptions have sparked worries about economic losses as travelers cancel their trips to the island. While we all love exploring new places, it's important to remember that safety comes first. The Civil Protection Minister expressed hopes that tourist flows in the fire-affected areas will not suffer losses. The heat wave, causing temperatures to soar over 115 degrees Fahrenheit, has escalated the risk of fires and heat-related deaths in Italy. Cities like Palermo and Catania were put on red alert due to soaring temperatures. Even Milan, a city in northern Italy, was not spared from nature's wrath, experiencing a storm that ripped off roofs and uprooted trees. In these trying times, travelers to Italy, and particularly Sicily, are advised to stay updated with local news and follow safety guidelines. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by these wildfires and the ongoing heat wave. Today in Travel is brought to you by The Adept Traveler, a travel agency that specializes in making travel easier for everyone, from the novice to the expert, from the able-bodied to the disabled traveler. Everybody deserves to travel well. Until next time, travel well, my friends.